Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get started with this shitty ass next guide. First thing you're gonna want to do is just put together whatever you want. Doesn't really matter. I'm using Pernix here, and I got this Nox longbow, which is pretty sweet. And then I got my defense kit for that Sign of Life. And then got my pack yak full of rocks, so we're gonna go ahead and go in, rejoin that instance there. As you'll notice, I'm going to be clicking everything, so that'll be a nice distracting object for you to pay attention to. I've already overloaded, although it was pretty much out by the time I started recording. Drink one of these guys. Some people like to build a Drin off this guy, but I'm not that cool, so I'm not going to. But I will try to get some abilities fired off. Make sure to always walk your bleeds. That's the most legit advice you'll ever get. Sometimes you can like anticipate so you don't get dragged in, but you hardly ever get dragged in, so I wouldn't really worry about it that much. Got that crackling effect going on. So this phase is pretty straightforward. You kind of just attack and then occasionally chug down a Cerebrew. Just gonna... Fumus is ready to die over here. Ooh, so much damage. Alright, now she's gonna do the range phase as soon as she finishes. Ooh, look at that. Pretty. Gonna do like the range phase. Now the key is to do a bunch of damage, basically, before she like makes it all dark, because then you're just gonna take loads of damage, because I didn't really do the whole hybrid thing where you don't get in melee range. So right now she's like on my ass. So I'm just gonna like surge away and eventually she'll leave me alone. Whoop, there we go. Now she's kind of lost interest. Ooh, there we go. So this is the most scary phase. Everything else after that is pretty easy. We're almost there. Got like 5k more to go. And then whenever she says fear the shadow, you just literally fear it and go away. Alright, Umbra's ready to get fucked, so we're gonna go kill her. Or him, I don't know. You don't really take the close-up effect when she's down to the required amount, so it doesn't matter if she gets into melee range. We chugged like 2 Cerebrews, but I mean, who cares? Fear it next, you can afford it. Okay, now she's gonna do that. So the trick is to just like go around the corner, and she's not gonna follow you. So you can kill these Blood Reavers, and then you have the whole entire cycle all to yourself. So now she's ready for me. Here we go. We don't have 100% of Drin though, but I didn't time it right. So we're just gonna do some more thresholds. And then when this goes, I like to surge away just so I don't get screwed over by it. And then eventually she's just gonna recycle. There we go. Get these Reavers all by themselves. Look how glorious. Most people do like the Onslaught right off the bat and get through it, but once again I'm not that cool. I like to do it the long way. And now she's ready. She's probably gonna need another cycle. We'll see. Gonna want to do a blood sacrifice. And make sure you don't use any bleeds on the blood phase, because she will definitely heal a lot off that. And the siphon will solve everything. Click, 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 click. So this should be the last one. She's at like 95. We gotta get her to 80. Oof. Is my overload ready yet? Yeah, I gotta re-overload. I wonder how long that was off. Okay. I could onslaught if I wanted to, but I like to save my adrenaline for the next ice phase. Okay. Yikes, that was close. Okay, now this thing is ready to go. Ooh. Okay, and after this, you're either gonna get like ice prisoned or contain this. If you get contain this, then you're lucky. I was not. You just freedom it, and then you want to just barricade. Remember, you can still be in the cave if you need to eat. Otherwise, put prayer back on and just do some damage. And then contain this is coming up next. It's pretty easy. All you gotta do is run away, which is the majority of the fight anyway. Cool thing is with this phase is that you can bleed, unlike the blood phase. And then for the next one, I like to just do this like damage reducer, and then you can just tank it. It's no big deal. You should be able to finish it after this phase, or after this. I'm pretty sure it's 40. Yeah, contain this, and then she gets like stuck. And then Glacius is ready. I think it's gonna take one more ice phase. Yeah, it definitely is. That's okay though. Because as soon as she does the contain this, you can see this is going just awesome. But it happens, I mean, it's a hard phase. Okay, now she's ready for the easy phase. So all you gotta do with this one, just watch your health, do the bleed walk every now and then, pop your swiftness ability. I don't know what any of these things are called, honestly, I just go by the icons. And this one goes by pretty quickly. As you can see, I'm really good at conserving food. Sarah brews are so tasty. There's really no secrets to this phase other than to walk the bleed, which sometimes doesn't work as well as I'd like it to. God, it feels like my overload ran out. Like, what is going on? If all else fails, we got an ancient ceremonial legs, so... Whoop. The one problem with Rocktails is that it takes away your adrenaline. There's another example of a failed bleed. Oh, I had actually forgotten to turn on my prayer there. That's why it's going so slow. So do that and everything will go okay. We're at 8 minutes so far. Alright, when we get to about 10k, I like to put on the ring of Dwarven luck, or luck of the dwarves, just so I don't forget, because she's almost dead. Especially if I hit her with this bleed, it should finish her off. There we go! And then you just don't want to be next to her when she explodes. That's pretty much it. Whee! She dead. And look at that, we got some Virtus boots. It only took 9 minutes and 5 seconds. So great. Alright, thanks for watching. I'm not making another one.